Good afternoon, everybody. God bless you all. So today, I give you thanks to the Lord for this great opportunity to give me to get an opening prayer and this great celebration for this last free. Just how our Jesus came and did to the Calvary cross to make all of us free. So we got days and days to celebrate also too. So I want to ask anyone who could be standing to get a prayer at that time. girl prayer in Spanish, like our part, our culture from Spanish people. So no matter you're going to receive the sin anointing from God, no matter what language you pray, we pray. So let's pray to the Lord at that time. Padre Celestial, tú que moras en las alturas. En esta hora, Señor, te damos gracias, te damos gloria, te damos honra, Dios. Gracias, Señor, por este día. Padre, que se está celebrando el día de la libertad, de la esclavitud, Señor. Así como tú viniste y entregaste tu vida en aquella cruz del Calvario para librarnos de esa esclavitud del pecado. Te damos gracias por eso en este día, Señor. Gracias por cada una de las personas que organizaron, Señor, esta actividad. Gracias por cada uno de los que están aquí presentes. Pidiéndote, Señor, que tú tomes el control de cada una de las cosas que se vayan a hacer en esta hora y a partir de este momento, en esta celebración, que tu Santo Espíritu vaya dirigiendo cada uno de los presentes aquí, de los que van a tomar parte. En el nombre de Jesús te lo pedimos, Señor, cada día, Dios, en esta hora. Bendice de manera especial cada uno de los que organizaron este evento y cada uno de los que están en esta noche aquí, en el nombre de Cristo. Gracias te damos, Señor, en el nombre de Jesús. Amén.
Please stand for our national anthem. Between the deep blue ocean and the Caribbean Sea, where the waves are all in motion, lies a bird so dear to me. From Quail to Little Mountain, from Venus to Ione, long ago a golden fountain, once a diamond waterfall, golden rock, I always miss you when I am far from thee. Never, never I forget you, wheresoever I may be. Stations past you are admired, though Rodney filters back. The first salute was fired to the American flag, the freedom of a nation promoted by a boy, American and station, both praise for it, Lord. Golden rock, I always miss you when I am far from thee. Never, never I forget you, wheresoever I may be.
Often referred to as the Black national anthem. Lift Every Voice and Sing was a hymn written as a poem by the NAACP leader James Weldon Johnson in the 1900s at the turn of the 20th century. Johnson's lyrics eloquently captured the solemn yet hopeful appeal for liberty. This song has been dubbed the Black National Anthem, specifically because it is a cry for liberation of all Negroes. While this anthem is typically associated with the African American experience of slavery, it should indeed be embraced by all people of color for the simple fact that we here on Statia, as well as Americans and other parts of the world, were gravely affected by this atrocity called slavery. So I ask you not to view this as an American anthem, but as a national Black liberated homage paid to honor our ancestors. One person took the initiative to do so. There is no harm in keeping the tradition alive. And in case you're wondering what the original version sounds like, it goes a little like this. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Lift with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound high as the rolling seas. But today, Voice Dynamic decided to add a little twist. We're going to start with the words Oshe, meaning thank you, and Father, which means in African language, Baba. Thank you, Father. I present to you Voice Dynamic singing the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice.
Oh, Oshe, Baba, Oshe, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Good evening and welcome and a happy Emancipation Day to you all. A voice that is familiar to many of your ears, an entertainer and a natural talent. She has been and still is an active body in the community for many years. In 2009, she received a medal from Her Majesty Queen Beatrix. A familiar member on many committees, boards, and foundations. Who has a very avid enthusiast for sports and music, do you know? She is the daughter of one of the well-known pioneers for the Emancipation Day holiday on St. Eustatius, the late Miss Miriam Schmidt. No stranger to the stage and many others, please give a warm, emancipated welcome to our Mistress of Ceremonies for this evening, Miss Carla Dunkert.
Yes. All right. These historic words were sung on July 1st, 1863, 158 years ago. And today, we are here celebrating, we are here commemorating, we are here reenacting, we are here fostering the dialogue and welcoming our freedom. Thank you, Ms. Timber, for that lovely introduction. And now, formally recognizing the presence of the Honorable Island Council members, Mrs. Richelieu Leerdam, Mr. Ruben Mergman, Mrs. Adelka Spanner, Mr. Clyde Van Putten, and Nicholas Snake, if they are present. Also, our Government Commissioner, Mrs. Alida Francis, and Mrs. Claudia Toot. Of course, we're not forgetting our Island Secretary, Mrs. Malvern Dijkshoorn Lopes. Directors, stakeholders, members of the committees responsible for today's celebration, families of the late Miriam Schmidt, Christine Flanders, and Ina Statham, members of the clergy, members of the press, special guests and invitees, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a hearty good evening and happy Emancipation Day to you. Let us now together welcome our freedom. Give a warm applause to Mrs. Carol Jack as she comes on stage, The Awakening.
Good evening to everyone present. This evening, I want to speak to you a little bit about the awakening and how it happened in Statia. The term woke is associated with racial injustice and the understanding of Black culture. This evening, I'm going to tell you a story of how the awakening happened, as I said earlier, and how we can stay woke. There was once a West African woman. She was looking for her daughter. The teen has been missing for 3 days. So you can imagine how worried and emotional this mother was. She had no idea that her daughter was kidnapped by a rival tribe and sold into slavery. She never saw her daughter again. For the rest of her life, this mother prayed to her God for her daughter. She asked her ancestors to protect and to guide her. They listened and they did. For the next 300 years, this lady and her family lived in oppression. They lost their name, they lost their language, and some of their customs, but they never lost their spirit. From the Congo to Golden Rock, our ancestors made their way through life. The atrocities that they faced are unspeakable. They felt totally broken, and they believed that a change would never come. But throughout the history of slavery, there have been runners. The runaway slaves of Statia, they ran to the crater of the quill, where they built huge canoes, or where they built canoes from huge trees. During the dark of night, they escaped to St. Kitts. They ran to keep their culture. They ran to keep their identity. They ran to keep their freedom. However, that warrior spirit, they never lost it. And when my great-grandfather, your great-grandfather, our great-grandfathers, when they felt it was enough, they fought. Thomas Dubois was already a free slave in 1848. And on the 12th of June, together with 5 other enslaved stations, namely Joseph, Oscar, Valentine, Abraham, and Prince, they led the station revolt. They stood up, they rose, and they fought for our freedom. You see, staying woke is not just a term. It is not just a fad. It is not just a passing thing. It is a state of mind. The enslaved of Statia, they wanted to teach the Dutch kingdom a lesson. They wanted the Dutch kingdom to wake up. And today, we still have a voice. No matter how small, we still have a voice. And all of us together, we can enact change. We can enact true change. Our ancestors never laid back. They fought and they stood up. And the same is expected from all of us. Being woke, as I said again, it is not a term. It is a state of mind. Our God created, He wanted us to be free. So He built freedom in every aspect of creation. He wants all of us to be free, and He wants us to be whole. Stations, stand up, stay woke. there is something strong inside each and every one of us.
Beautifully done by Mrs. Carol Jack, The Awakening, and for sure, we want to thank our forefathers for fighting for us. And now we have our freedom, fostering the dialogue. Who best, with the wealth of knowledge that they have, can start the program for us? The Chapel Peace Recreational Center with a stroll down memory lane. Please welcome the Recreational Center of Chapel Peace as they come forward.
That's right. Give me the rhythm.
Sit.
Good afternoon. Evening, everyone.
music, singing, dancing, that exudes not only slavery, but every one of us. As you're well aware, that music was not only used for communication during the era of slavery, but it also was used as a therapy for expressing not only joy, but sorrow. And as we can tell, our ancestors used music in every form, as we saw already for the evening. And you will hear the seniors presenting music again. The songs that they will be presenting are unique. Two of the songs, Captain Tommy and Garrett Gone Knipping Gut. Say that again? Knitting Gap, excuse me. Were songs that are very familiar to the island and were sung several times by our ancestors. And then one of the other songs that's a little more popular, Oh Lord, I'm Tired. So our seniors are going to present these songs this evening, and it will be intermingled with a poem authored by the late Maya Angelou. Sit back and enjoy.
work. I got the children to thank. We're coming. I got the children to tend, the clothes to mend, the floor to mop, the food to shop, the chicken to fry, the baby to dry. I got company to feed, I got garden to read, I got a shirt to press, the pot to dress, the can to be cut. I got to clean up this hut. Then see about the sick and the cotton to pitch. Shine on me, sunshine. Rain on me, rain. Pour solid drops and cool my brow today. Storm, blow me from here. With the fairest wind, let me float across the sky so I can rest again. Fall, gently, snowflake, call me with wine. Call my icy kisses and let me rest tonight. Sun, rain, curving sky, mountain, ocean, leaf and stone, starshine, moon glow, you in all that I can call my home. Amen.
Beautifully done by the Chapel Peace Recreational Center. Please give them another round of applause. It sounded like our forefathers, our African singers, a stroll down memory lane. Beautifully done by the Chapel Peace Recreational Center. We can see that they're doing a good job under the auspices of Mrs. Hilda Burkle and of course the rest of the staff. All right, while we wait for them to be seated, we will continue fostering the dialogue. And ladies and gentlemen, and it continues. Please welcome Mrs. Rosabelle Blake on the stage. Give her a round of applause as she come on.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. With this song and Black Man Redemption, I start my discourse. It continues. Our forefathers sang, "We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday." But it is continuing. What is continuing, you may ask? Well, I drop in to let you know, to tell you what is continuing. History tells me on July 1st, 1863, our ancestors were freed. No more chains or shackles. It must have been an exciting time for them. The long-awaited day had finally come. They were finally free. Free to be their own boss, to go and to come at will. But wait. Their own boss? Yeah. Ha! As a slave, they were not allowed to read or, by the matter of fact, own anything. They were always someone else's property. Well, so tell me, it continues. They were free, but still not free. They had to return to work for their colonizers because that was all they knew. Remember, the drums rolled, the July trees were hung on their doors, and I believe the bell rang, freedom! 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 They were free. It was Emancipation Day. But it continues. The color of my skin, this black skin, seems to define who I am instead of the content of my character. This black skin seems to say, I am not as good as the other lighter color skin. This black skin, they say, can't do the job. This black skin we're looked at as we're the thieves, we're the rapers, we're the home wreckers. That's what they call this black skin. Yes, it was 400 years ago, and yet it continued. You know, we have the thing that says, black don't crack. Who knows that? Black don't crack. But let me tell you, slavery left scars, deep, deep scars. We are told, listen, listen, forget about it. It was a dark, dark spot on the pages of history. Look where you come. You're free now. Why worry about something like that? You're free to go to school. You're free to get a job. You're free, you're free, you're free, they say. But are we free? Is it continuing? Let me take a seat. Let me take a seat. I am here to let you know that slavery is not only about chains. It is being free in our society and the kingdom. Remember, we're not from Deutsch and Blut. We are nappy hair and full black lips. I am still here letting you know that we need no signs or posters to say Black Lives Matter. It must be all lives matter. Our ethnicity, it must not be about a certain color or a certain race. Again, I say, it continues. So when is it going to stop? The mental slavery, the racial profiling, the unequal treatment? It has been a long time. To be exact, 158 years. Stations, are we doing better in our community? Are we fostering the dialogue about equality? Are we fostering the dialogue on training our children to be the best that they can be? Are we fostering the dialogue to see that our young men stays out of Bonnier jail cells? Are we fostering that? If our answer is no, then I am telling you here that we are not free. We are just shifting around our slave mentality. On this Emancipation Day, I am calling on one and all to stop, look back, reflect, if you must, on what it must have caused our ancestors for us to be free. So, take the torch, run with it, fight for equality, justice for all, same treatment for us as across the Atlantic Ocean. And then, and only then, we can move forward, fostering the dialogue and make sure that that big this continue.
Give a round of applause to Rosabelle. Very, very deep indeed. And it continues. We are moving along with the program, and now we're going to get ready for Misha and the Simon Dunker Club. No stranger to the stage. Please welcome Misha and the Simon Dunker Club. Unity without trust. Come on, welcome them. All right, you're coming.
Why are you chopping over their boat? We must stay with her, you see?
The sun is so hot and I'm very thirsty.
Benjamin, come. Come, Benjamin, come. Let me get some water to drink. Come. Take it easy. I know the sun hot. This is advantage. This is pure advantage. Look at Martha. Watching good. Pull back your head back. Lord, you're so exhausted. Lord, you look like you're going to death. Lord, don't dead on me. Come. Hold up. Drink some. Drink. How are you feeling?
Benjamin, you know I'm tired.
Thomas, look who talking. You calling Benjamin lazy? Let me tell you something. He ain't got the next slave run here lazier than you. All you do is go around all day trying to play master pet. When you look, when master ain't there, you're working. It's we who doing all the work. You're no good. You wait. You think you's master favorite? Master not a favorite. One of these days you're gonna find a good. Wait.
Benjamin, come here, you lazy slave. Didn't I tell you yesterday to carry those canes to the mill?
But Master was doing something else.
So, you can't come back and do it.
I was doing something else, Master.
I don't believe this. I just feed you. I shelter everything good for you. This is how you repay me.
Look at master getting on with Benjamin. Oh, you come cross up and come on, you see.
Don't worry, Master. I'll carry the cake to the mill for you.
Thomas, you're such a good slave. I wish I had 10 like you. You know what? I leave you in charge over Benjamin for the rest of the day. Whip him for me. No less than 10 whips.
What? Definitely a liar.
Ow! 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 Stop, man. Stop. Ow! Ow!
But you're gonna kill the child?
Ow! Ow!
Thomas, man. Thomas, that ain't right. Not you see master gone, you had to pretend like you're hitting him. You're they gonna come. The Lord up above me, Lord, you see, you're here, you know. Let me hurry up, go. Let me get back to the plantation hut because I just can't digest what went on here today. Pass me the lamp there, Opal. But, Lord have mercy. Fellow slaves, all come up here. Come. Help. Betsy, you reach the ointment there. The calabash. Come, Benjamin, come. Lord, look his skin. You hold the lamp. You want to hold the lamp, Thomas, and you be the crab of the poor Benjamin? Come, you hold it. Look at all the blood. Look where all you beat him. Huh? This is not right. My fellow slaves got her wrong. I have something to say. I had enough. I really had enough. My fellow slaves, look at what happened to our fellow brother. Look what we have become. Look how Master Missenden
turning around and putting us against each other. Aren't we supposed to live in unity as one, despite our trials, troubles, and tribulations? Yes! You know what? I am sick and tired of working on Master Mifflin's plantation.
Me too.
I am sick and tired of how we are being forced to hate one another when we're supposed to unite as one in unity and trust. I am sick and tired of the way that we're supposed to be free, but yet we are so afraid to escape Master Muslim's plantation. This might be the only time that we come together in trust and unity to escape this plantation together. If you are with me, here is what we're going to do. Can I trust you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Can we have unity as one?
Yes.
Yes.
Unity and trust.
Unity and trust.
We are brothers and sisters. We're supposed to keep each other's back. Thomas, you have something to say to me? You going to come what? Benjamin, you hear that?
A home slave and a peace slave will always be a slave.
You're so foolish. A slave is still a slave. Whether you think you're going to be in a house or you're going to be in a field.
Maybe that's me. You just say that because you get to treat better than all of us.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I know what I'm thinking. You all know the code. Tomorrow evening, we're going to plan our escape from this plantation. And everybody's supposed to keep them out. We're going to meet around the same time, and we're going to escape Master's plantation. And if he touch one of us, he going to touch all of us. Unity and trust.
Thomas, my good slave, you have any good news for me today? What? Did I hear correctly? Don't I feed you good? Don't I treat you good? Don't I feed, take care, and shelter for all you slaves? And or you want to run away? Who gonna take care of all you if all you run? Okay then, okay. You're a good slave.
I see the master over there talking to Thomas. I wonder what he over there saying now. Can't trust him.
Slaves,
Yes, master.
I would like all of your attention right now.
Yes, master.
It was brought to my attention. Are you planning to escape from my plantation?
What? Master?
If anybody ever think of escaping from my plantation, the repercussion what will happen to you will not be easy.
Fellow slave, let us get back to work.
Do your jobs.
Listen up closely. This is our only chance right now to take stand together in unity and trust. We just prove amongst our brothers and sisters that just like how Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, one of our brothers just traded us for 30 rupees. Who it is? I think we all know who it is, but I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to stand up. You go over there, you stand here. Yeah, it's not you.
So, what are you doing around here gathered like this? But me see you picking up nothing, not cutting anything either.
I come to tell you that it was I who planned to escape from your plantation.
Oh, it was you.
It was I too.
You too.
And me too.
So all you plan to escape from my plantation.
Yes, Master. So if you touch one of us, you're going to touch all of us. And unity and trust.
You see, Master, everything I'm telling you is true. This is what I want to escape from.
Thomas, you're a fool. All of this happened because of you.
Unity without trust. Unity without trust. Unity without trust. Unity without trust.
Thomas.
Thomas says the crook.
What you have
Thomas
to
says the
understand.
crook. Thomas says
There
the
are
crook.
many, and it's only one of me. Do you understand that? Since you's the one who's done all of this, you's the one deserving all the beatings.
Yes! Yes! Unity and trust! Unity and trust! Unity without trust! Unity without trust!
Unity without trust.
Fellow stations and stations at heart, this here was a great example of the reason why we as stations supposed to be together. We're supposed to trust each other. But can we all stand here today and say we can trust each other like brothers and sisters without fear? Can we trust each other? Can we unite?
Yes.
We can only unite with trust from our locals. I will say this. Today or tomorrow, our children might be the future leaders. You have to treat them just like they are the ones who are going to lead with structure. You teach them to be honest, be an example, and who knows, one of these days, they will be a future leader. And leaders have to be able to work together and trust each other. So tonight, as our ancestors have fought together in unity for freedom, tonight, I want you all to pledge tonight. Do you all want to unite as one? I cannot hear no one. I don't hear. I deaf. Can we unite as one in unity and trust? If you do, stand and scream unity. Unity and trust. A happy Emancipation Day to one and all. Thank you. This was Simon.
with trust. Please welcome on stage the Dancing Pearls. The Dancing Pearls. They will do Africa for us. Round of applause for the Dancing Pearls. A round of applause for the Dancing Pearls. Beautifully done. Okay, that was Africa. And now, we want you to pay keen attention to an address by the Honorable Island Council Member, Mrs. Risheline Leerdam.
Good evening all. Protocol has already been established. July 1st, 1863. That was the year the shout came that slavery was now illegal in Suriname and the Netherlands Antilles. Through song, books, and dramatization, authors and producers throughout the years have tried to depict what our ancestors endured during slavery. As much as we empathize and sympathize, we would never truly fathom the depth of pain and destruction they experienced during those unforgettable years. Stacia, we can show our gratitude. Stacia,
we need to show our gratitude, showing them that their sacrifices were not in vain by using that gift of opportunity, that gift of freedom, that gift of power to act, speak, and think for oneself. Remembering the future generations needs to look back on us just the way we are looking back on our ancestors. Therefore, to the parents, I say, our ancestors has given us the gift of opportunity that we are able to nurture and raise our children, a privilege they were robbed of. Let us continue and improve the ways in which we instill the importance of education, self-confidence, self-worth, and discipline into our children. Please do not lose this opportunity. So many fought and died for us to be here today. To the civil servants and government officials, I say, our ancestors has given us the gift of opportunity where we are privileged to hold functions that let us determine Statia's destiny. Stand proud, confident, and continue to work for your island, putting self aside and Statia in the forefront. Please do not lose this opportunity so many fought and died for us to be here today. To the students, I say, our ancestors has given us a gift of opportunity to not only dream big, but to be able to achieve them too. Get focused and stay focused, steadfast. Take every positive opportunity to better oneself, academically, financially, and spiritually. Do not take the groundwork for granted. Do not take for granted the sacrifices your parents, guardians, and loved ones are making for you. Please do not lose this opportunity so many fought and died for us to be here today. To the private sector, I say, our ancestors has given us a gift of opportunity where we are privileged to be entrepreneurs, businesswomen, and men, which drives the economy. Though we are small in size, we are ripened with business possibilities. Let us continue to be bold and initiators of our success. Please do not lose this opportunity so many fought and died for us to be here today. To my fellow stations, I say, our ancestors has given us a gift of freedom. Let go of dependency, inadequacy, mental slavery, and division. Let us embrace the opportunity as we have the power to act, speak, and think as we want. Let us channel the strength and resilience of our ancestors as we develop Statia in the way we deem it best. Speak up and take an active role as we develop Statia economically, infrastructurally, environmentally, socially, and not forgetting constitutionally. Statia, let us not lose our opportunity. We are now in 2021, and we too, as an island, is facing uncharted waters, like our ancestors in 1863, as we fight for the restoration of democracy. This reminds me of the words of Amanda Gorman. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated. In this truth, in this faith, we trust. For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. Facing these uncharted waters, let us source lessons from our ancestors and apply it today. 1. Stand for what you believe in. Though the consequences may be unpleasant now, the future births opportunities. Endure. With endurance, we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Unite. The slave masters quickly realized that division among the slaves was a direct result of their success. Only united, we will be able to achieve the best for our island. And it starts with us, the Island Council, and the government commissioners. The Island Council has shown that in unity, we can conquer more for Statia. not only constitutionally, as we work towards restoration of democracy, but also as we work towards developing Statia. At this moment, I would like you to join with me as I give my fellow colleagues in Island Council for achieving what we have done this far. Can you please give them a round of applause? Mr. Ruben Bergman, Mr. Clive Van Putten, Mr. Delta Spanner, and Mr. Cole Snake. Not forgetting government commissioners, Ms. Claudia and Ms. Alida Francis. Even though we may not always agree, finding common ground with the interest of Statia as priority, together we will be able to achieve prosperity. I pray this also leads to unity amongst our fellow Statians as we continue to work for the betterment of our Golden Rock. In closing, I would like to thank the Government Commissioner, Ms. Lady Alida Francis, for continuing the dream that the PLP Merkman government embarked upon in 2017, which is paying homage to our ancestors and fostering dialogue of slavery that the now and the many generations to come will never forget about the sacrifices made and the opportunity that has been afforded to us. The result of today, we are now officially enjoying Emancipation Day as an official holiday. Is the event, the evidence that preparedness, humanity, respect, and togetherness serve one goal, a better Statia for all. Remember, our ancestors endured for us to be able to succeed. Statia, do not lose this opportunity. Happy Emancipation Day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that was our Island Council member, Mrs. Richeline Lairdan. And of course, we want to continue to thank the government for their insights, where we can have our Emancipation Day and celebrate it to the fullest, free. All right, continuing with our program, we will have a reenactment. At this time, please welcome Lady of Culture, for those of you that don't know, Mrs. Marcella with Freedom. Please welcome her, Marcella, Freedom.
Oh!
I'm asking you. My name is, speak up, boy. Speak up. What's your name? My name is Harry Delane, sir. Don't beat me, please, sir. Don't beat me. I'm begging you. Shut him out. Shut him out. You nigger. You are not my slave. You have nothing to say. You old black nigger. Tie his hands. Tie his hands. Shackle his feet. You will be auctioned off today and be a slave as long as you live with no freedom of speech, I say. Who will be the first to beg? 10 cents? 50 cents? No higher? Going once, going twice, sold to the highest bidder. Your work will start at 4 a.m. until the set of sun. This big pit is to dig deep holes until the set of sun. Don't ever let it cross your mind to try and run away. This gun will be aimed at all of you one shot, and you won't see another day. After years of slavery, the Declaration was read by Mr. Van Cunningham. This is what he said. In the month of October last year, it has been proclaimed in your island the law by which is pleased His Majesty or most gracious King, the decree that on the 1st of July, 1863, slavery should forever be abolished in Curacao and its dependent islands. That happy day is now here. So from this moment, you are free persons, and you can enter into the society as inhabitants of the colony. So let the big drum roll, let the music play. Today we celebrate Freedom Day. Happy, happy July Day. I don't care what the government says. The Lady of Culture and her crew, marvelous job. Marvelous job. I tell you, stations do have a lot of talent. Look at that. It seemed so real when he was getting beaten. That's how it was. But thank God we are free. Freedom at last.
Beautifully done by Marcella and her group, Reenactment of Freedom. All right, as they leave the stage, are we enjoying the program? Yes? Okay, good. We're gonna have now Voices with a Purpose. Voices with a Purpose. And the title is The Journey. Welcome on stage, Voices with a Purpose. gentlemen, voices with a purpose. Give them a round of applause. Beautifully done. We've come this far by faith. Of course, we don't want to forget our compliments. Musicians, thank you. Voices with a purpose. All right. The Alawi dancers, no strangers to the stage under the auspices of none other than Christina Timber Glover. Please welcome the Alawi dancers, West Africa. Welcome them, ladies and gentlemen, the Alawi dancers. The Alawi dancers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we are asked to put on the lights, please. The person in charge of the lights, the lighting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Alawi dancers with West Africa, beautifully done under the auspices of Mrs. Christina Timber Glover. And now, the historical models. Please welcome them as they come on stage, wearing their African wear. Take off or put on the lights? Put on the lights. I don't know how to put on the lights. So this is the lighting and look that we have. All right, please welcome on stage our models, historical models, African wear at its finest. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Please. The little ones are coming first, and they're looking beautiful. There you go. Isn't she lovely? Beautiful. African wear at its finest. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, cultural African wear. Wow. Beautiful, give her a round of applause. Here we go. African wear as its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yes, give her a round of applause. There you go. Under the auspices of Sui and Robbins, our historical models, at this finest. Give her a round of applause. All right. Wow. African wear as its finest. Colorful. Yes, yes. Ain't she beautiful? We'll give her a round of applause. Historical models. There you go. Under the auspices of Sue and Robin. Yeah. Beautiful. African wear as its finest. Round of applause. Wow. Truly, truly colorful. Beautiful designs. Colorful clothes. The historical models at its finest. All right, a round of applause and be going on them back on stage for a final look. 2 by 2. All right, ladies, encourage them, please. They're looking beautiful. All right. Two by 2 historical models. There you go. Wow. Choreographed by none other than Sue and Robbins. 2 by 2. Wonderfully done. 2 by 2. Colorful African wear by the historical models. Wow. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the historical models. All right. And the final round, they're going to be together. Wait for them, wait for them. Give them a round of applause, historical models, as they come together on stage under the auspices of none other than Suyan Robbins. Aren't they beautiful? Colorful, beautiful, African wear at its finest. These beautiful models did the job under the auspices of Suyan Robbins. Beautifully done. All right, now we're going to have Traditions Part Number 1. And I see a name here that is no stranger to us. Mrs. Annika Marsden, please give her a round of applause as they come with Traditions Part Number 1.
Slaves, Negroes, way back to Punta Kinte, we were taught our history began when our ancestors' blood washed the shore. No. No, no, no. That story will be told no more. Kings and queens, princesses, royalty. Yes, I say royalty. That was we, way beyond our motherland. Africa! 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 Then came the unthinkable unknown to mankind. Centuries ago, yet prophesied, captured, shipped to a foreign land, in chains, sold, branded, and enslaved under master hand. Until the winds of liberty reached our shores, it was whispered throughout the land, liberty, liberty, liberty for all have you. Remember June 12th, 1848, when Thomas Dupersoy led the revolt with a group of 5 enslaved leaders: Abraham, Valentine, Prince, Oscar, and Joseph. The herd of the slaves gaining their freedom in French islands and in the Dutch St. Martin. They believed that King William III had already signed the law to give them their freedom, but that the planters were keeping this information from them. Well, little that Master knew what was coming. They marched into town. They followed the steps of their thoughts to the house of Governor Johannes de Veer and told him they refused to work any longer and demanded their freedom. Governor Johannes de Veer home was located where now located Youth and Family Center. So can you imagine in town all the slaves, all the plantations voicing their opinion to be free in station. St. Martin was free. French St. Martin was free. What happened to we? Governor de Veer told them there was no such order from the king. So he could not give them their freedom. He told them to go back to their plantations quietly. Yeah, right. Governor de Veer had no idea what was at hand that day. The slaves refused and shouted, "It will be done! It will be done! It will be done!" De Veer called a meeting of council, assembled the militia. The slaves stood their ground. They meant business. The armed men went after the slaves. Brave as they were, they fought back. And they really fought back. Whatever they had, rake, stone, stick, bow and arrow, whatever. But that wasn't no match to the gunfire. That day, several were killed and wounded, 12 dead in total. That was the end
end of the revolt. The next day, the slaves were back at work. But this is the key. It is recorded. The slaves' revolt of June 12, 1848 on Stacia acted as a wake-up call to the governments in Willemstad, Paramaribo, and The Hague to take the process toward emancipation seriously and stop dragging their feet. It accelerated the process towards emancipation. This brings to mind of another uprising in Stacia. We powerful in Stacia, you know. In 1956, of William Alfred Roseburg under the heading War. W-A-R, war. But that story is for another one of Tanti Susu's storytelling time. For now, we shout, freedom! 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 So hear now the sound of freedom. Our ancestors mastered.
Happy, happy July Day. Glad to see you at that day. Happy, happy July Day. Glad to see you at that day. Happy, happy July Day. Glad to see you at that day. Humbug cannot humbug me. Glad to see you at that day.
The July flower, a symbol of freedom, decorated on every home. That was our ancestors' custom. Those traditions of old should never die out. We honor our historians. Their names will be written in our history books. Joss Daniel, Christine Flanders, William Alfred Roseburg, the man of war. Here now the words was told by Mr. Abram Arnold through this folk game, a tradition that should no more be overlooked.
Body John Limbo, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, the limbo that go wrong, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, Body John Limbo, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, the limbo that go up, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, limbo that go wrong, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, Body John Limbo, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, limbo that go wrong, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo, limbo that go up, Timbo, fine on the limbo, Timbo.
Recalling the time when John Peter Lavrock, better known as the Dada. The Dad. Wrong information given. Better known as the Dad. Legendary drummer. His father was a slave. His mother, a free local woman, played the drum for this folk game. How does our children not know this? Oh. It's a crying shame. For years and years, we were taught the ways of the colonizer. But fear not. Our oral history makes us now wiser. Now is the time, people, to continue their tradition. teach our children. No more let it be a mystery. Let the drums roll. Let the drum roll, people. Today is Emancipation Day, recognized legally by government. Therefore, history has been made. We are a people of no more backwardness. Mentally, physically, rise up. Learn your history. It's rich. You will be wiser by learning the correct way things took place. Therefore, it will be good that we can accept each other for who we are. Black, white, purple, blue, whatever. We are one people under God, and we are supposed to be likewise. We are supposed to exercise likewise. And therefore, today, liberty, 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 freedom for all.
Applause, Annika Marsden. Tradition number 1. We have learned a lot tonight. If you didn't know the history, right here, we've got it. Can you please help with the chairs? We're gonna get ready for tradition number 2. Traditions part 2. That was traditions part 1. While we move the stage and get ready, welcome. Gwendolyn from Putton School, Traditions Part number 2. Please give her a round of applause, or give them a round of applause. We're coming down to the ending of our program, but we are not done yet. We're coming down to the ending. This is GVP School Traditions Part number 2.
The drum was a very important way that they communicated sad stories, difficult times, but also when they praised God, they used the drums, and they celebrated when they got great crops, etc., and had good times. So we will try to communicate all this evening for you.
Charlton School under the auspices of Mrs. Gittens. All right, traditions part number 2. Did you hear the drums talking to us? Yes, the drums spoke with us. Loud, soft, slow, fast. Clearing the stage. traditional pole dance. Beautifully done under the auspices of Christina Timber Glover. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Witnesses for Christ. Please give them a round of applause as they come on stage. Victories signed, Witnesses for Christ. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sleep on me yet. Don't sleep on me yet. This is one before the last, before we finish. We had a long, beautiful program today. Beautiful. Witnesses for Christ. One of Statia's largest choir, Witnesses for Christ. Everybody singing. I believe this choir is under the auspices of none other than Shannon Marcera.
All the days of my life I praise you. Everything that I have now you give to me, Baba. Lord, I say for your love I'm grateful. Yes, you love me plenty, you came to die for me. Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nissi, I am that I am. Ooh. I search around, there's no one else like you. The Lion of Judah, you're the mighty man of battle. I am, God has given the victory. 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 I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. Come and see what the Lord has done for me. He has taken away my sorrows and now I'm free. Hallelujah, Guru. Hallelujah, Pharaoh. Because of Jesus, every day now Shakara, hallelujah. Double the heavenly blessings I may money receive. God, your grace and your mercies are they will follow me. God has given the victory. Double the heavenly blessings I may money receive. Because of Jesus every day I shakara, hallelujah. Double the heavenly blessings I may money receive. God, your mercy and blessings all will follow me.
Witnesses for Christ, wow. Under the auspices of none other than Shana Mamsera. Give them another round of applause. That was beautiful. Okay, and now, choo-choo. We have one more item. It's a poem done by none other than Christina Timber Glover, The Black Harry Story. Give her a round of applause. It's a poem.
Do you see me at the fourth Black Harry? Where the saints of old were bought Black Harry? Where their back was open laid by the scourge because of prayer? For of prayers they were afraid, Black Harry. And first, they beat you with the whip and they put you on a ship. They put you on a ship and they send you far away. Hallelujah! Free at last! Free at last! Thank God! We're free at last!
We are free at last. The Black Harry Story in a poem done by Christina Timber Glover. Wow, what a program, what a program. I enjoyed it. Did you? Yes, it was nice. And now we want to ask you to direct your attention to the screen where we're going to have our reflection and gratitude. Please don't leave us yet. We're experiencing some
Ladies and gentlemen, the great honor has been given to me to propose a vote of thanks for this momentous occasion. Before anything else, I give God all the praise. I assure you He has truly kept this entire island throughout this pandemic, and all praise and glory goes to Him. To our advisor, Ms. Natasha Rajuki, thank you for your insight and counsel. To our artists, Ms. Jushale Gibbs and Mr. Stephen Josefa, thank you both for your tremendous talents. Greatness awaits you. To the Bethel Primary School, St. Eustatius Seventh-day Adventist Primary School, Governor de Graaf Primary School, and the Gwendolyn Van Putten School, an immense thank you for your contributions. To the Golden Rock School, thank you for your willingness. To the Butterbees Daycare, Happy Kids Foundation, and Mechi's Daycare, thank you for your contribution and support. To our judges, Mrs. Janiska Woodley, Mrs. Ilka Schmidt, Teacher Christina, and Miss Teresa Leslie, thank you for taking the time to judge the creativity and innovation of our children. To Miss Derkia Dion, thank you for your willingness. To Mr. Anna, you are a jewel. Thank you for keeping our traditions alive. To our sound and lights team, D-Vibes Band, Mr. Marlon Hook, Mr. Robinson Hercule, Mr. Shea Farrell, Mr. Junior Couture, Mr. Dian Megadi Humphreys, thank you all so much for providing us with the necessary equipment to ensure the success of this program. And what is a program without decor and graphic design? To Miss Almira Brown, Miss Sade Bennett, Mr. Brian Carty, Miss Cherise Timber, and Miss Janeska Woodley, you truly outdid yourselves. Thank you. To every single performer, I am forever in your debt. Thank you for making our first official Emancipation holiday program historical. To our Mistress of Ceremony, Ms. Carla Denker, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for narrating the ways of our ancestors. Special gratitude is extended to our stakeholders, the Tourist Department, the Government Commissioner, Island Council members, members of the clergy, DROP, management of the Earl Sports Auditorium, Mr. Elroy Aventurin, thank you all for your invaluable service and contribution. To our media team, Mr. Liliana Lopes, thank you for your efficiency. Mr. Jackie Punt, thank you for your advice and suggestions. And Mr. Donald, thank you for your cooperation. I call you my superheroes because you each possess a superpower that I was able to use to make this program a success. Thank you all for providing us with your immense talent. To Ms. Vashti Hooker, thank you for your awesome ideas. To Ms. Ikerna Rivers, thank you for assisting when called upon. I appreciate you both. To Ms. Millie Leifrock, thank you for your contribution and counsel. To the Megadi Youth Foundation, thank you for accommodating me in the final hour. To Mr. Aishan Kutar and all those who rang the bells of freedom on Emancipation Day morning, thank you all so very much. To our colleagues of the Station Heritage Committee, thank you for providing us with such rich history and information. And to my committee members, Cherise, Megadi, Brian, Shanetti, Misha, and Sade, thank you for your diligence and hard work. Finally, to you the community, thank you so very much for all the love and support. Thank you for trusting the committee, but most of all, thank you for honoring the sacrifice of our ancestors. And should I have made the grave mistake to forget anyone, I implore you not to hold it against me as it was not done intentionally. Please know that I am forever grateful to you. This is Raisina Hooker, your Emancipation Day Festivities Committee President, signing off until next year. Hashtag Emancipation Day 2022 loading. Stay safe and God bless.
A round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the program. We too would like to thank Raisina for a wonderful job. Give her a round of applause. She deserves it. She and her committee and everybody that worked with her. And I'm sure next year is going to be better, greater. Till next year, enjoy the rest of the Emancipation Night. Be safe. Good night.